Hey YouTube, this is Julia of Copy Central. I come on and I tell people about what I've been trying to do for the last couple of years. I try to bring to people, herbal remedies and try to be in the business of help and healing and helping people and also trying to get a business off the ground for myself. So I'm trying to tell this story that I have to tell, that I've been hiding from some family and some friends and from you guys, because it was always in the back of my mind, if I stay strong, I'll get through this and I'll make it. And I have my land in Ghana. I have my herbal store. And I'll be able to help people with what I've learned and what I've studied. So I'm gonna take it back a little bit before I start on myself. My mother, she grew up on a slave plantation in Mississippi. Her father, grandparents were owned by two brothers. And my mom, she had a really hard life as a small child and an adult. Her father wasn't around a lot, and he worked for his owner, and he kept him away from his family a lot. So my mom, as a small child, had to help with plowing fields and different things like that. And as she grew up, she ended up having to leave school to make sure her sisters and brothers went to school and stay at home and take care of her mom, because she was a really, really bad asthmatic. And just really had a hard life. She got married early in her 20s and had a really terrible husband. But to say that all in all, she had a really, really bad life, but was able to stay strong and still try and take care of her kids and sustain a job and, be productive. But the fact that she really, really had it hard, because I talked to my mom a lot. I mean, a lot. And it helped me to be stronger and know things not to do and what things to do to stay in the working world and to be able to do the things I need to do for myself. But her oldest son, he did some really foul things that really caused my mom to develop dementia. My mom worked for Baldwin Piano Company for a lot of years, over 30 years. And she fell through the floor on her job. And she broke her nose, which she didn't know. She tore her knee up in several different places, hurt her shoulder. Just did a lot of damage. And she won a lawsuit. My older brother handled a lot of my mama's financial affairs, true enough. And basically, by him handling her affairs, I guess he felt like she owed him for it. She put him through college. She bought his first car. He conned out of $30,000 for a boat. A lot of stuff, and never repaid her for anything. You know what I'm saying? Never. And my brother, my mama won a $900,000 lawsuit. He took everything for her. He cleaned out her bank accounts, all of her bonds, everything that my mom had. He cleaned her out. One of the branch managers there at the bank where my mom banked at She knew my mom's story because they talked a lot. And she didn't want my mom's son to be over everything. But with my mom's wishes, because she thought that he would do right by her, she allowed him to. But she didn't allow him to be over her Social Security. She left that where he couldn't get to that. This lady, she said everything in her. She just felt it all over her body that he wasn't going to do right. He was going to take everything from her and not just handle her affairs. She retired after she found out what my brother did. It hurt her so bad, but she said she knew it was coming, but it was nothing she could do because it was my mom's wishes. She retired after that. My mom begged for years for her money. My brother wouldn't talk to her. He wouldn't answer calls. He said it was his money. The hurt, when I tell y'all the hurt that I saw in my mom, it was the kind of hurt that would last for years, and it still lasts with me for years. And I find myself here, it happening to me. My youngest son is in the Navy, and for some reason, it got to the place where he didn't want to take care of any bills, and he didn't want to pay his apartment rent. He lived in an apartment for a year, paid no rent. He's in the Navy. This is so crazy. He's in the Navy. My son took $6,600 from me. I am in a homeless shelter. He won't answer no calls or anything. I have to live like this. The Navy, I begged them to help me. They said there's nothing they can do. He's an adult and I'm a civilian. Y'all don't know the level of emptiness that I feel. I could have everything that I dreamed of having, my herbal store, everything. I'm in a homeless shelter, a hotel. And I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. I'm not going to cry because I need to get through this. My mom went through deep depression because she saw she wasn't going to get her money back. So she didn't tell her story. She was so ashamed because everybody in our community knew us. She was so ashamed of what he had did. She was so ashamed. And you see, everybody thought that, that this was him. He just had a whole lot of money. He doing good for himself. She was so ashamed that she just didn't tell anybody what he had did. And I find myself doing the same thing. But I felt like if I did tell my story, if I did let people know, then maybe I can release some of this pain that I'm having. I could think straight. Because I'm so empty right now. I don't hate him because I can't. It'll destroy me if I hate him. But all I can do is have love for him from afar. I was supposed to, I could have my land in Ghana right now. I could be doing good. I could be living peacefully. But he saw a chance. He took my money. He took every dime. And he refused to return any calls. He chose to go out and find people that he could tell a story to so they can validate what he did and make him think he did right. If he can think it in his head that he did right by taking my money, then I guess that could make him move forward with him doing and make him feel better about himself, about what he's doing. Because he don't want to pay bills nowhere. He hasn't wanted to pay bills or do anything for himself for years. I've been running to the rescue for years. I'm all ran out. I hope he's able to take care of himself because he can't call me anymore. I have nothing. He knew what happened to me when COVID hit. I lost my job in Virginia. I lost my apartment. And then trying to live off of the little funds that I had. I moved to Mississippi to get started up again. In the place where I was working at, so many people was dying. I lost another job. And then I had a chance to live rent-free, working and taking care of people. Saved up my money. He took every dime. When things like this happen to you parents, tell your story. Don't keep it. Don't keep it bottled up. It destroyed my mom. My mom died of a broken heart. It destroyed her. After it happened, I could tell that it was destroying her because I could see the drooping of her eyes and the sadness. I can tell that she had cried many nights, many days. I can tell that she was just so hurt. She was beyond hurt and was dying inside. Her child that she had did everything for would do her like this, oppress her like this. But I read in the Bible, I don't remember where I read it, but I read in the Bible where it said that our children would be our oppressors. When this happened to you, people, don't hold it in you. Tell somebody. Don't save them by not saying nothing. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. And my mom being ashamed and keeping it in because she didn't want nobody to know how her son had did her, it destroyed her. Tell someone when this happened to you. Children now, they don't care about nobody but themselves. They don't want to get nothing for themselves. They want what you got. They don't want to have to work hard for nothing. Never. He saw a chance and he took it. He walked away from an apartment with brand new furniture he just bought. Jordans and shoes and custom jackets and all these things. Furniture, flat screens. He walked away from everything because he felt like if he went back to the apartment when he came back from being deployed, that they were asking for some money. So he walked off and left everything. I, as a mother, went there and asked them, will it be a problem for him getting his things? And he set up a payment plan with them of trying to pay them back. They told me that they wasn't going to stop him from moving out. He still wouldn't go and get his stuff. But why would you live in these people's apartments for a whole year and not pay them any rent? You living with your friends. You see a chance to get your own place and you take my money. With my money, you went and got an apartment. And I'm in a nasty shelter right now. This is my fate now for trusting him. He had never taken anything from me before. I'm trying to get a business started and tried to bring him in, y'all. I've always done this with my son, trying to bring him in and help him. But he quickly showed me, I don't want nothing from you but what you got. This is what I need, what you got. I mean, I don't even feel like his mother anymore. He didn't even treat me like I was his mother. I found myself on the streets here in Illinois before I found this program that I am. I had never been out on the street before in my life, never been to jail, and never did nothing wrong. I worked for the sheriff department in Memphis, Tennessee for over 18 years, as a matter of fact, 18 years. My son had everything. Everything. He lived in a big house, swimming pool in the backyard. We was on 8,000 square feet. He rode in the nicest cars in Troy. He never had to walk to school. He never had to walk home. He got allowances. I don't understand. If I went out shopping for myself, I always thought of him. It's my son. I'm standing in the stands at the football on the football field stadium. I'm in the stands screaming in 29 degrees weather, cheering him on. Track meets, basketball, you name it, I'm there. How did I become your enemy when I'm your biggest cheerleader? How did I become your enemy? Somebody please help me with this. Where did I go wrong? Did I give too much? Did I love him too much? Did I show him too much attention? Where do we go wrong? I don't understand. And he won't call me. He ain't concerned about how I'm doing. Nothing. I gave him a car, beautiful Mustang. He let it sit up because the window, you in the Navy, you making money. He let it sit up with the window down for 2 whole weeks and let it rain in it. Y'all help me out with this. Is there a mental issue or something? Then he let it get towed away. He don't call me. He don't tell me about these issues and that beautiful Mustang. I would have, to save my car that I put so much money into, I would have went and fixed it. The day, if it got towed, the day it got towed, call me. I'd have went and got it. Y'all help me out with this. I'm struggling so hard, y'all, to keep it together because I got a chance again. I got a job. My realtor in Ghana, I ain't been able to call her and tell her what done happened to me. Good person, you know. I don't know her personally, but just watching her videos and everything, I can tell she's a good person because she's helping people. Helping people buy land and buy houses, become sustainable and live happy. I had been able to tell her that I had to get a new number to try and help myself to get a phone to help myself. I have a new number now, and she put my consultation date off until December the 20th. And I'm going to work real hard. I'm going to work a lot of overtime. I'm going to try my best to try and have what I need to get things started for me with my land and everything, because I'm determined. have amazing products because I've gone back and forth to Ghana in the past. And I began creating products years ago in 91 as a hairstylist and helping people with hair loss and, skin problems and a lot of other things. But years ago, I took a trip to Ghana and Tanzania, and I learned so much about health and healing. I've helped people so much, and I've been hiding this from my viewers. I've been hiding so much pain. And I continue to post videos. I continue to try and create because I don't want to let go of my dream. I know what I have. I don't want to let go of my dream. I refuse to. This is mine. This is my reality. These are my dreams. And I refuse to let him and anybody else take that away from me. But it's so hard, y'all. And I understand how hurt my mom was and her pain because this was her child that did this to her. That she had given everything. My mom bought my brother's first car. She put him through college. She even got through the pain of when he conned her into coming. He brought her to Florida, said that she was just coming vacation to visit him. Not knowing the whole time he flew her out there to talk her into buying a $30,000 boat. And he promised he would pay her back, and he never did. What's wrong with our children, y'all? What's wrong with them? Why don't they see how hard we work and how we are there for them? Why they don't see that? What else do they want? All the love and support that you give them. And the thing about it, it wasn't that my son's father wasn't in his life, because he was very present. He wasn't in the household, but he was very present. He could find him and get on that ass very close. But it seems like at one point in my son's life, what people said in the streets meant more to him, opposed to what his parents or family could teach him. But I noticed another thing in him. I noticed that if there was a child out there that didn't have anybody teaching them responsibilities, and they didn't have to learn chores and learning how to get things by working hard and being responsible and things like that, he wanted to be that person that's still getting joys, don't have to do good in school, still getting fashionable clothes and just an idiot. He wanted to feel, you my parent, I shouldn't have to do all these things. You still supposed to do for me without me doing all these other things. Without me being a good student, a good person by putting stipulations on it. You still supposed to do this. At one point, he had that kind of mindset. But once he started graduating, I saw a different person. And I thought that he had left that behind. But I see that it was still in him. He hid the fact that he hadn't gotten past that. And it has me to where it is, okay, so now I have to be the type person to realize it's about me now. You're going to learn struggles now. If you don't know any struggles, you're about to learn struggles now. If you're going through anything, you have no one to call in me. You have no one to call in me. Don't call me. Do not call me. Normal struggles in life that everybody go through, you're going to go through it now. You think you done got off scot-free from life, from ever having to pay bills because apparently you're out here conning people, conning women, stealing. You done went through all that. You let your friends talk you into marrying a woman while you're in the Navy because she got kids, saying that you're gonna make a lot of money if you marry this woman. You marry a mental patient. I had to come save you then. Once again, I had to come save you. But you still don't have the mind of a responsible person how to take care of yourself. You want somebody else to do it. But that's my story, y'all. And I ask you guys to pray for me. Pray that I don't destroy myself with sadness like my mom did. Y'all have no idea of the level of stress that my mom went through. And in a way, with me experiencing the same thing she did, it hits me hard again because it's like she's going through it all over again. I am my mom. And if this is what you call a generational curse, I'm going through it, y'all. I'm trying not to let it destroy me. But it's like every time I run into a brick wall, I'm thinking about, why am I going through this? I saved up all this money. I shouldn't have to go through this. And it hurts, y'all. It hurts so bad. And see, when you get into these homeless shelters, you never know where you're going to end up and who you're going to be around. I've been placed in a room with a young lady that's physically sick and mentally sick. And a lot of these programs, they claim you're supposed to get this and you're supposed to get that. You get the bare minimum. You get the bare minimum. You struggle. And you have to work hard to get yourself back on your feet. I'm walking. I'm here in Illinois. It's cold. It's snowing. Standing at bus stops. Having to tell my story over and over again to people to try and get help. When you go to these different places, these government places, I ain't had no food stamps, y'all. This isn't something that I do. All these different things. Pantries. These food pantries with all this old food. And the way I've eaten for years, I don't eat meat. I don't do dairy and a whole lot of other stuff. So it's hard for me. It's so hard. I think about how my mom made it, y'all. She made it. My mom made it. And I know that's how she felt. Out of all she had been through, how she grew up, she had finally made it. That check went from the lawyer's hand to my mama's hand. And if you ever heard that saying, take them to the bank. When my mama got to the bank, that check went to my son's hand. She never saw a dime of that money. She never saw a dime. He flunked his businesses, his investments. He flunked everything. He divorced his wife around the lawsuit. He divorced his wife around my mama's money. Now that's ruthless. And she was pregnant at the time. She didn't even have an idea that she was finna be divorced. She didn't even know nothing about the lawsuit. He had changed his Florida address to the Mississippi address. His mail was going to my mom's house. Now y'all tell me how ruthless that is. That's why I know I got to get away from my son, because that's killing shit. Have nothing else to do with him. This woman pregnant. He hadn't filed taxes in years. Everything was left on her. In the divorce, he told her if she wanted some money or anything, he told her to sell a house there in Florida. Went and bought him a $300,000 house with his mistress that he had been with before he married his wife. Was with her the whole time, all through the marriage. See, that's why I know I can't mess with my son after this. I can't mess with him. When you that ruthless, and this my mama's son, she birthed him. He had conned my mama into not messing with the Social Security account that the teller left open, the bank manager left open for her, which was only getting like $800 a month. She got a little pension payment, what was $165. That was going into that account also. He would let that money, the $800 plus the $165, add up for 3 months, and then would come home. He had stole a checkbook, would come home and take that money out of their account. See, all of this stuff is coming back. Now let me know I can't mess with my son no more. But family, y'all pray for me. Pray for me. And help me to continue to put out good content when I learn of herbal remedies and health and healing. Because I'm going to try my best to hold on. I know I can do this. I know I can do this. I know I can do it. I'm going to do this. I am going to get through this. I'm going to pull through. Even in my bad times. In my bad times, I'm going to get through this. I need a coat. And what's been hurting me, I've been begging my oldest son to ask him to at least send me money. It's my money he took. I've been having to beg him. I need a coat. I got this job. It's a good job. I need scrubs. No response. No response at all. I was with a program where they let you come and, y'all, it's so hurtful, and it's the stuff that I've been going through in the last month. Y'all, when I tell you, it's so hurtful to come to this place where you come to and they tell you to come there. And they tell you that you can't come in. And it's nighttime. And you out on the street. I ain't never in my life been out on the street. And it's dark. I'm in Illinois. And I stood there at the door. And I'm saying to myself, but I'm a female. I need help. You still gonna turn me away? It's dark out here. It's cold. The man said, ma'am, we can't let you in. The level of hurt, pain, and being alone. I went to a nearby hotel and asked the people, can I sit in the lobby until morning? And a young lady was nice enough, said, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I think because I wasn't dirty or anything like that, she let me sit. She gave me coffee. Y'all, when I tell you, this world is so crazy. And I don't care what nobody say. Ever since my son been in the Navy, he said he took a series of shots when he got there and passed out and was in the hospital for 3 weeks. Then he took these injections. When I tell y'all my son been crazy as hell ever since. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde personalities. Man, folks say whatever they want to. My son has some mental issues right now. Ain't nothing I could do about it. Navy told me they couldn't help me. I harassed the hell out of them. Oh yeah, I called them every day, all day. They say he's an adult and I'm a civilian. I could sue him. He took everything I had. And he knew my struggles after COVID hit and everything I lost. And it's been a constant struggle every time I find a job. If people on that job, or if the people that we're caring for are dying, how do we keep a job? There's nobody for us to care for if the people are dying. They have to downsize. They have to lay people off. And then at the end, like every time they go into a meeting, when they come out the meeting, they have to lay people off or fire people. It's been a constant struggle. He knew this. He knew this. And all this happened to me right around the time when I get out of school. I graduate. I become certified as a medical assistant. I'm not injecting anybody with anything. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. And now they're saying that people are dying. I'm not injecting people with nothing. I now deal in crisis intervention. Ain't that something? I'm doing the best I can in crisis intervention and behavior analysis. Like I said, I have a job now, but it's a struggle trying to get back and forth. And I pray every day for a decent place to live. But like I say, guys, y'all keep me in prayers. And be careful when dealing with these young people now. Think about yourself more. If you done raised them, let them go. Let them learn their struggles. Let them get through like everybody else. I call myself trying to help my son, bring him into the business with me. so we can grow stronger and the business grow stronger. He took me for every dime I had. Every dime, every dime. Left nothing, left me with nothing. But like I said, think about yourself now. If you done raised them, let them do for themselves. It's your turn. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to have my store. I'm going to have everything that I worked hard for to get the first time. I'm given a chance again. The Creator is giving me a chance again. I'm not going to take chances on my blessings this time. This is for me. Guys, I'm asking that you pray for me. Pray for me if you have any advice on anything. And I definitely need everybody to tune in and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's Copy Essential Natural Herbal Products. Watch my videos. I have some very, very beneficial things on my channel because I teach health and healing. That was my calling in 2016. To teach people of healing and coming back to nature. All right, people, I just wanted to come and share. I actually getting all of this off my chest and not holding it in because I was so ashamed and I didn't know what my viewers would think of me and my struggles in this homeless thing that I've been going through. So I just tried to maintain and keep myself productive in my videos and constantly trying to learn more about products and just keep things going. I said I may not have to tell the story if I just keep things going and keep trying to get things better for myself. You have to tell the story. You have to. It destroyed my mama being ashamed and keeping it in and allowing people to think that my brother just was doing so well. He done bought all these acres of land and got all these businesses. She shouldn't have done that. She should have told her story. But she kept it all in. Watching him live so well. He shared none of the benefits with her. Nothing. She received nothing. All right, folks, my phone is about to die, but I just wanted to share that with you all. And I'm asking you all to continue to follow me. Give me all the advice that you can give me because I do have some low times, but I'm still trying to learn all I can. All right, folks, that's my story. Thank you.